Hi, this is Stephanie Bavaro, and welcome to day 8 of the Grateful Women Let It Go Challenge. Today we're going to let go of taking things for granted. So today is day 8. So I weighed myself this morning, and for example, I was down 6.5 pounds. Now, there's no way that I've lost 6.5 pounds of solid fat in the last week. So I'm grateful that the number's lower. I'm grateful that the efforts resulted in what my goal is at this time, at this moment. And so, but I also don't think that it means anything more than exactly what that is. And for me, just means continue with the action that I'm taking. And today, we're enjoying our delicious juice this morning that has, let's see, lettuce, cucumber, apple. We didn't have any squash today. Lemon, half a pear. So it's good, yummy, and everything's good. Had a really great walk this morning. It's so much, I love it so much where the weather's gotten a little bit cooler. So we had a big storm come through here last week, and the temperature just really cut. So it was really nice to walk in the cooler weather. So now, letting go of taking things for granted. So gratitude is so much the core of, obviously, of a grateful life. And we spell grateful, G-R-E-A-T-F-U-L, for a life that is great and full, but also a play on grateful, that the core of everything needs to be from gratitude. And for me, you know, this is where it all began. It wasn't just about through the lens of women's sexuality for grateful sex and grateful women. It was in general. I'm also writing a book called Grateful Days, which is about literally learning to live daily gratitude, what I call passive and active gratitude. But I'll talk about that another time. One thing I want to talk about is a lot of people think, well, if I don't, they know complaining isn't good, or the frustration with constantly frustrating with things, that's sort of the opposite of gratitude. But a more subtle way is just taking things for granted. Now, we can't be grateful for everything in our life, every moment of our life. I think of it as trying to say hello to everybody on a busy New York City street. You just, hello, hello, hello. You can't do it, right? But there are practices that you can do to consciously actively allow for gratitude in your life every day. And the one subtle way that we don't is just taking things for granted, taking relationships for granted, or our health for granted because our body doesn't look the way we want, or relationships for granted because maybe we don't have the exact partner we want, or taking all the things that we have financially for granted because we don't have the wealth that we want. So really doing the effort to build daily gratitude into your life will really helps to change the mind to living from a place of gratitude for what we have, and then setting goals towards what we want, and energetically is from a more positive place. Sorry to cut back in, but I almost forgot to give us our quote. Our quote today is from Melody Beattie, who we love her. She says, "Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend." That's just wonderful. I didn't want to deny you guys that awesome quote. So I will see you tomorrow for day 9 of the Grateful Women Let It Go Challenge. And please go to gratefulwomen.com or gratefulsex.com and get your 2 free gifts. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.